Aloha!
Aloha! Welcome to our live stream, Saturday live stream. Today's topic is things to do with kids on Oahu.
Yes, and unique things as well, because we always talk about, you probably always see vlogs on YouTube about things to do, especially if you have kids. But these are going to be pretty much some unique things. Obviously, it's going to be mixed in with a lot of things that you might have heard before, but also a lot of unique things that you probably don't even know exist on the island of Oahu.
And in our last live stream last week, we spoke about 13 free things that you can do with your kids.
Did we link that in the description?
Well, we will.
I don't think. Yes. So if you missed last week's stream, yes, we did mention it was 13, right? 13 free things, absolutely free to do with your kids. So after this video, we'll leave the link to that video in the description. But speaking about description, in the description right now, currently, we have all the links to everything we will be talking about. So if you need to go there, if you're interested in it, go there and check out pricing, because we are going to tell you a lot about the pricing for a lot of these activities as well, so you get a general idea of what the pricing are. But do keep in mind, obviously, things change over time. Everything goes up. Yeah, it won't be going down, that's for sure. It'll be going up if it does move. So yeah, we left the descriptions, we left the links so you can check it out.
And welcome everyone. We see all your comments and we're so happy to see you all in our live stream.
Yes.
But as usual, let's go over all the information that we have for you on this live stream. If you have any questions, be sure to hashtag Q. And after we're done with everything, we will get back to all your comments and welcome each one of you personally.
Yes, so we have about 17 or 18 different things to do, activities to do with your family. Some fun ones in here. So make sure you get your pen and paper out, because we're going to be going through this list and you want to be taking notes. And of course, again, like Irina said, any questions, hashtag Q, and then we're going to get back after we're done with everything into, addressing some of the questions and saying hi to you guys. So without further ado, let's get this started, shall we? Okay, let's get on with the first one, which will be aqua bike.
It is a super fun activity. It is actually primarily in Waikiki. I have not seen any aqua bicycles anywhere else around the island. Maybe Koalina, but in Waikiki there are several stations. One is Hawaiian Lagoon, and there are also a couple of locations right on Waikiki Beach. They go for about $45 an hour, and they're so much fun. And the way to find it is if you walk in on Waikiki Beach, you see those gigantic bicycles.
Yeah, it's hard to miss.
Sitting right on the beach, yeah. And this one that we went on is right by Outrigger Reef Hotel, and it's by Park Fort de Rossi.
Yes.
And it might seem like, oh, it's no big deal. They are just, just little bicycles for the water, but they're actually a lot of fun. And you can also jump off of the bicycle and spot some turtles there as well.
Yeah, so this place, basically, it's a small little kind of like a kiosk, and they do have paddle boards. They have floating mats that you can kind of just lay out in the sun. Of course, the water bicycle, which is we're telling you, but of course that's a fun one for kids, right? Kids want to be out there being active. So you rent it again for $45, and then you have an hour to go out. And as you can see in the video, my daughter was in Hawaii. She came to summer, and we all had a blast. We paddled out. The water's nice and clear, and kids jump off of that, as you can see in the video. And definitely a lot of fun, and we do highly recommend it, because it does get the kids going, and they can get out instead of just kind of being right there in the shallow areas. Obviously, once they know how to swim, they can go out.
They do have life vests for you
as
well. And you see, we saw a turtle there.
Yep. So while you're out there, it's the best place for those turtles watching, because they're not going to come in the shallows, right? So yeah, so it's really, really cool that you get to see the turtles doing that. Okay, the next one we're going to get into is Dave & Buster's. Now this one, obviously, there's Dave and Buster's kind of everywhere. Yeah, it's a chain. But again, kids love it because it's the fast food, it's the pizzas, it's the burgers, it's the chicken wings, and video games, right? Like what kids don't like video games. Yes, a lot of arcade games are in there. But it's really cool. The food is good. The atmosphere is good. This one is located in Kahuku, right? Yeah.
And it's very close to Waikiki. You can easily take an Uber there, and it's a fun activity. Indoor activity. So think about it, if it's raining and it's open from I think early in the afternoon, maybe 12 or so, and it's fun for the entire family. Adults can have drinks. There is a bar there
with a lot of TV, so you can watch your sports while your kids are up in the arcades having a blast. So it's actually a win-win. And after that, it's located kind of like in a mini mall in a complex. So there's a movie theater right next to it on the second floor. So again, you can go from there to the movie theaters or vice versa and just make it a complete evening out with the family.
If it's raining out or you're looking for something fun to do in the evening, that would be a really great place.
We always get that question, right? Like I always see it like, what are we doing in Hawaii if it's raining? You know, people are like, if I'm rained out and doing my activities, what can I do? Especially with kids, right? With adults, it's not that bad, but when you have kids, you know, they get antsy and they want to do things. So, you know, definitely some indoor events, you know, is like really awesome for kids. Good. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Again, if you guys have any questions, it's #Q, and we'll get back to them once we kind of rattle these ones off.
And the price for David Buster's would really depend on how much you want to play or how much your kids want to play. You just get a card, and it is $3 for the card, and you just refill whatever the card is.
You can refill your beer at the same time. Okay, the next one. So Dole Pineapple Plantation.
We spoke about it in our free things to do in Oahu, when you can just go and see how pineapples grow. But for the paid things, because this video is all about things to do with kids, but they have paid activities, low cost, and go
all the way up.
As high as over $200. So they have several things to do in Dole. One is the maze that you see, and the entrance admission to maze is $8.25 for adults,
which is not bad. The maze is pretty cool. We did the maze, and the way the maze works, it's funny. It's not like what you think, where you go in and you're like, okay, where do I find the exit once you go in? That's not the way they have it structured. What it is when you go in, they give you a little piece of paper, and it has about maybe 10 different items on it, and you have to go through the maze and find these items, and you have to collect them all. So that's what the maze is all about. It's not the type of maze where you go in one place and you have to find you find the exit. So it's really cool and it's different.
It's like a game.
Yeah.
And another activity there is you can take the train.
So the Pineapple Express.
That's the train admission is $13 for adults and $11 for a child. And it takes you on a tour around their farm, and while they're telling you history. So I think for kids, it's more like a train ride fun activity, and that's because it's open. So that's why it's we included this in this activity.
Yeah, and it takes you around the plantation. It's really nice. The last time we were there, actually, it was slammed. It was like what?
2-hour wait.
2-hour wait just to get in, and I'm sure that things have calmed down now, but this was just right after the pandemic.
And of course, you can't go without Dole Whip.
Yes, so they have the famous Dole Whip there that everyone goes there for. Even if you're not going to go for the maze or the train, you have to go by and stop and get the Dole Whip. It is absolutely amazing. It is delicious, and of course, kids will love it. And in the free part of this, in our last video, we spoke about you can't get access to the maze or the train, but you can go through the pineapple fields. They have a certain area where they show you how the pineapple grow and everything else. So it's a nice place to stop by for a few minutes. And of course, they do have a massive store with everything pineapple. Toys, games, everything pineapple related, t-shirts and apparel, they have it. So it's a must you stop and check that out. Okay.
So our next activity might not be for everyone because some people are against animals in captivity, but we have a done it, and it is Dolphin Quest, located at Kohala Resort. And it is an incredible activity. We have other dolphin encounters in other places, and this one is really the best.
We really enjoyed it. And for me, the best part about this whole experience is the educational part of it. There were so many things I did not know about dolphins. And again, this is not our first dolphin encounter that we've been in. We've been in Mexico, we've been, right? And you don't learn as much as here. They take so much care. And here it's actually scientists that take care of them. And Nicole, she's the kind of the main trainer, yes, and she deals with these dolphins one-on-one, and she's just so passionate about them and takes really great care of them. And the things we learned from her was just amazing. Like, we had no idea. We don't want to give too much away. A lot of these video clips you're seeing, we don't want to give too much away, because if you decide to do it, then we want you to actually experience it too.
Not even if you go for the same program twice, your experience will not be the same.
Yes.
Because we offer so many things, and so many little fun games to do, and different. So not two programs are the same, and the trainers really have a personal approach. We did a 30-minute interactive program, and we actually created a full review and 10 fun facts about dolphins. And the link is in the description. You can watch that video if you haven't yet.
Yes, we have the entire video in the description. So something like this will run you about $245. It starts from there. Obviously, you can add different things like photo package and different things. And also for the family, it starts at about $1,560. That's what the website says. So again, it depends on what you're doing, what type of package you get. There's so many different packages. But again, the link's in the description. If you want to do this, we highly recommend you do. The link is in the description. Okay, let's keep it moving. So guys, if you're enjoying things at this point, if you could take a quick second to just hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button below this video, we greatly appreciate it. It helps other people see the video that are interested in going to Hawaii with their families and get to see these activities. So, we gotta share.
And
a
lot of these activities is not just for kids, adults
family
too,
as well.
they enjoy
Absolutely.
them as well.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's get on moving to the next one. We have the escape room, so Breakout. So let me just pause the video here for a second. So this was actually a really good one when we saw the questions in Hawaii, like, oh, what do we do when it's raining? Oh, we're here and it's raining for a few days. What should we do? This is like one of the first things that always popped in my mind, and I don't know why, but it does. So if you guys have ever been in an escape room, then that's exactly what it is. It's called Breakout Waikiki. And for those of you who've never heard of it before, it's basically you are in a room and it's themed out based on a certain theme of the room, of the name of the room, and they give you X amount of time, usually about 45 minutes to an hour, to complete the room. They have different levels, so to escape from the room, right? That's the whole thing. So you got to gather clues, and then you open doors and open locks and all these different things. Yeah, it's all puzzles, and it's amazing. It's great for kids and the entire family, because you're all together and you all have one objective, and everyone has to work together to get, escape the room. It is absolutely incredible. So here in this video, you see one of the rooms we did. It was called the Hero, and we had to escape. We were with Islander Chris and a bunch of our friends, and we actually escaped the room. We've done it before in New York, and we didn't escape. I think it was called we had to escape like this Russian spacecraft or something, and we never escaped it. But we did it here. It was really cool though, because as the time winds down, you get like this anxiety rush, like, oh my God, we got like 10 minutes left, come on. And it's all like adrenaline. It's really cool. So in this video, I don't show too much because I don't want anyone to get the clues or the answers to anything. So that, as you can see, there's a lot of like effects that I put on it just so that you can't really see what's going on. And we did have permission to shoot video because technically you're not allowed to. But we did tell them that, we will conceal everything, and we just wanted to show people exactly what it looks like, because a lot of people just don't know. So it's definitely one to do. Yeah, it is
It's a lot
worth
of
it.
fun, a lot of adrenaline, and if you also come in with a large group of families, sometimes a lot of you have come with 10 people or 8 people or the entire family. It's definitely a great family
And it runs
activity.
to $140, and obviously it's a group. You can bring people in the room, whoever you're with, no matter how big your family is, bring everyone in the room and try to escape and get out of that room as fast as you can. And of
I'm
course,
sure they cap at a certain amount.
oh yeah, like you can't. Yeah, for sure. There's there's probably a cap, which I don't know.
And
but
the rooms do have different levels from very beginner to super advanced.
It's really, really awesome. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
You can watch the full video. Did you link it?
I did link the video to the escape room, so if you want to see what it looks like, it's in the description. So here, as you can see, we got out with just 4 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock. That was really cool. Had a lot of fun there. All right, the next one is the Hawaiian Railway Society.
And we added that also in our free things to do, but in this video, we're talking about specifically the paid things, which you can take a train on the west side of Oahu.
It's open air, so you go in with the kids. When we were there, I was actually shocked at the amount of families that actually did this. And not only that, there's areas for you to celebrate your birthday parties. We noticed a lot of kids were having their birthdays, and this is kind of what they did. We never took the train ride, but we heard it was really, really beautiful, and we passed the areas where the train would travel along, and it is really nice. That the train ride is $18 for adults and $13 for kids. So again, it depends if you want to celebrate birthday party. But if your kids are into trains, like this place,
a lot of boys, right? They're into trains, especially toy trains.
Yes.
And it would be really cool for them to see. These are real.
Real locomotives. They're like vintage. These people, they take great care. I mean, these are train fanatics. These people have been doing this for 30, 40, 50 plus years. So they're really passionate about it, and they talk to you, they tell you all about the trains. And of course, the best part for the kids is the train museum, where you go in and it's a whole entire town laid out with trains flowing in every single direction you could think about. Like for a kid, it's like eye candy. And they turn the lights off and you just see the trains running around. It's interactive for the kids as well. And you can purchase, they have a store where you can purchase the trains, the different cars and the years they were built and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it much. I was like, okay, we're going to go here and see what it is, like for kids. But when I got there, I was like, whoa. And we ended up spending a lot of time there, right? We were there for at least, we were there for about 2-3 hours. And I never thought that would have been.
They also have like a royalty train that they are restoring. That looks really awesome.
And of course, you see shave ice outside. So when the kids are done with the trains, they can get their shave ice and lemonade. So it's really cool. We highly suggest that one. And again, all the links to these places, the websites are all in the description. So if you want to learn more about it, you can click on those links. Next up, we are heading back to Waikiki, the Honolulu Zoo.
It is fun for the entire family. The zoo does have its pros and cons. But they have a big area with playgrounds. I know some of you come in with small kids, and we've been asked this question a lot: where are good playgrounds for kids? Well, yes, you do have to pay admission to enter them, but their playgrounds are really good. And on top of that, your kids can see some animals.
Yeah, some really cool animals. They have giraffes there, elephants, lions, hyenas. And they have all different species of birds, or if your kids are into lizards and stuff like that, snakes and iguanas, they have all that type of stuff. It's really cool. So one of the things that you should understand about not only the zoo here in Honolulu, but most zoos, when you go either in the morning, early mornings, or you go later in the evening, because if you go midday, chances are you won't see a lot of the animals because it's too hot. So a lot of times they're hiding in their dens, they're under the water, and they're sleeping. They're not out, they're not active. So we happened to get really good footage because the time we went, it was not that bad. and the animals were out. But a lot of times, again, with a lot of zoos, especially big ones, if it's too hot out, don't expect to see the animals, just because
My
trying to
favorite
cool
is the interactive programs where the zookeepers they tell you interesting facts about. This is an elephant program that we went to. The program 3 with your zoo admission, and you also get to ask questions about these things.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So throughout the day there, if you check the itinerary, they do different feedings. So you can be at a certain area at a certain time when they're doing the feedings or the educational program, and you can learn a little bit about the animals. Okay, that's it for the Honolulu Zoo. Let's move on. So the next one is I-Trampoline. Yes, there's a trampoline fun park in Oahu.
It's a lot of fun, again, both for kids and adults. You can jump your heart out.
Listen, you guys don't even understand. When we went to this trampoline place, I was like, okay, I had my daughter with me. I was like, okay, we could go jumping around. We were so sore the next day. We could hardly move, and we're like, why are we so sore? I don't get it. And we did not associate jumping on a trampoline with being sore the next day. All the different muscles you use, it's like you have no idea. The kids love it. Kids are they're all in. This place is really cool. They have an area for a birthday party. So if you're planning your child's birthday party, you can go to the back, and they have, tables and different activities for your child that you could set up. They have a small arcade area. So if they're not jumping around on a trampoline, they could be playing games as well. And they have this dodgeball area, which, it's like trampoline dodgeball. It's really, really, really cool. So definitely this is a good place, especially if you have a real antsy child. Take them there and let them jump all day. Trust me, on the way back to the hotel, they're going to be knocked out in the car. They're going to be done after this.
And they open all day, and it's also indoor activity. And if it's raining out, that also could be a good option. And they, I think, have a couple of locations. And do you have the price?
The price for it, so the price depends on how long you want to jump, right? So, for example, if you wanted to jump for 1 hour, it'll be $17, and that's just per person. And then it goes up from there if you want to go for an hour and a half. An hour and a half, or 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is. Then it goes up in price, but it starts at $17 for 1 hour.
And if you personally don't want to jump, they also have comfortable couches where you can just wait for your child.
Right.
All day fun.
Yep, absolutely.
And we forgot to tell the prices for the zoo.
The zoo was $19 admission. Not that one. The zoo was $19 admission for adults and $11 for kids. And again, make sure you check the website for any of the prices that we tell you, because again, prices and everything else, scheduling change. Some of these places might not be open when you're there for whatever reason, so make sure you call them, and we left all the information down in the description. Okay, next one is Kahuku Farms. So Kahuku Farms is really nice. They do this tractor ride throughout their farms, and they show you all the different plants, how they harvest it, how they put it through and get it ready to sell to like Costco's and different places. It's really nice. We checked the price, and it was actually $50 for adults and $40 for kids. Now, personally, and to be totally transparent and honest, when we were there, when we did this, it wasn't that expensive. Irina recalled it to be about
$36 to $32 per person, and a little bit less for a child.
Right. So when we saw the price now, as we were doing research to produce this video for you guys, and we saw adult is $50 and kids are $40, we do think that's a little bit on the pricey side for what you get, because you are going through the tractor, and you're learning about the different foods and how they harvest it. And that might be great for maybe little older kids that are into more the educational part of it, but for younger kids, they're going to be bored to death. They're just on a little tractor ride. That's all, they're looking at it as. So yeah,
but
I think
you do learn a lot about the exotic fruits and how they grow,
And
and
cacao.
also you can ask questions about farming in Hawaii.
Mhm.
And at the end, they also give you a fruit platter that you can try their seasonal fruits.
Mhm.
But there at Kahuku Farms, they have absolutely the best banana bread. And just thinking of that,
Yeah.
I'm in the mood for some banana
Yeah,
bread.
the
So
banana bread is just
you know
amazing.
what you have to do.
It's so sick.
One is an amazing day.
It is so good, their banana bread, and they do it with, they top it with ice cream and syrup, and as you can see it there,
And it's grilled.
it's grilled, so it's nice and warm.
And charred.
We drive all the way up to the North Shore just for that. And a couple of times it was fail. Google said they were open, and when we got there, the gates were closed. And when you're in the mood for their banana bread, and it's just, you get there and it's closed, it's one of the most disappointing things ever. But if you're there, ask for the banana bread and then let us know. It's good. It is really, really, really good. Okay, let's get on with the next one. What do we have?
Kualoa Ranch is one of the most popular activity on Oahu. They do get booked out for as far as a month and a half in advance. And the prices depend on what kind of tour they have. Tours for very small children, and it's obviously for teenagers. It's a lot of fun. ATV, zip lining, movie Jurassic set, movie
Horseback riding, ATV,
yeah.
bicycle, like you name it, they got the activity there. There's over like a dozen activities there.
So many.
Yeah. So depending on what you want to do, we highly recommend you check them out. Your kids will have a blast, and it's a really, again, it's a great thing for family. Everyone kind of like their vehicles, and you can go around and again, you learn so much. And it's Jurassic Park, right? Like just being in that location, you're like, oh, this is where they filmed Jurassic Park, and it's like just so epic. So it's definitely highly recommend that you check out Kualoa Ranch for sure. Okay, where we at now? Okay, it's time to add the next one. So the next one we have is a mermaid photo shoot. So this one is located in the Hilton Hawaiian Village, right in the beach area.
Yeah, right next to the lagoon.
They have a little kiosk there, and they sell mermaid skirts, I guess, with the fins. It's like put your feet
For the
together.
shoot, they do rent it to you. They don't sell it.
Yes.
And they have options for the entire family.
Yes, mom, dad, and all the kids. You all can be
Yeah.
mermaids, and it's it's really cute. You see the kids, they give them the mermaid fins, and they go in the water. And of course, if they wanted to purchase it, they have fins for you to purchase as well, mermaid
And the
fins.
photographers are really great. They tell you how to pose. They tell you how to position your legs. You can also take photos right on this little island. They will put you on the rock. They position you. So I think it's adorable.
Yeah, and they even have like these shells. You see like these inflatable shells. Really cool photos. Really, really cool. So we highly suggest you guys check that out.
And the pricing, we couldn't really find the current pricing right now online. But if you're just walking around Hilton Hawaiian Lagoon and you see that kiosk, you can just pass by and ask for it. I think it's about $150 per person, but don't quote me on that.
Yes. Okay, the next one is, of course, it didn't come out, but this is Polynesian Culture Center. So yes, this obviously has to make the list because again, it is also their as well.
And
they learn so much.
It does again sound boring. Polynesian cultural center. It sounds like a museum or something historical, but it's actually a lot of fun, a lot of interactive games, presentations like this, dancing. They doing Polynesian cooking shows, and a lot of workers who work there, they actually joke around, So it's an awesome, interactive, and fun program.
Yeah, a lot of hands-on.
We do recommend to get their Ali package. They have several packages where you can just walk through the village, or there's a package where you can have a luau and you go for their magic evening show, and that show is a full production. Definitely do not skip that. And on our website we have our affiliate link, and if you find our information useful, we would appreciate if you book through our affiliate link. You get to save money if you book in advance, and we get a small commission.
I'm not sure if that link is in the description, but we'll definitely put it there for you if you are interested in that. And here you see the fire show. This is towards the very ending. If you do
the luau,
your luau is amazing. You can't go wrong with that either. So that's definitely a lot of fun. Okay, let's continue on. So the next one is Razor Sport. Now this was really cool. We did this one with Chris and Martha. That's in here. Aloha guys, we see you. So this was really cool. This is like drifting, go-kart drifting. It is really awesome. Again, for the family, they have a complete area there where if you are celebrating a birthday or you have a large group, you have a room where you can, have all your accommodations. But for kids, you choose a helmet. Well, everyone puts a helmet on, really fun helmets. And you kind of just go and you're whipping around these corners. This track is all about corners, and these things go pretty fast too. Now, if you have a child who's much younger, they do have another course in another room that the car moves way slower, and the course is much smaller, for like the little kids. But this is great for the family because, again, we were all in this and we were having a blast. Like, we were whipping these corners. It was so much fun.
And how much is the Razor Sport?
The Razor Sports for the adult is $20, and
for one session.
For one session, and the kids is $15. So a session would be a time session, right?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how long. Maybe 8 minutes or so, maybe 15.
Chris, if you remember, let us know with the Razor Sports how long, what the sessions are.
We actually have a full video review on that, and I'm sure we
probably broke it down.
So check out the link in the description for the full review of that video. And regarding the Polynesian Cultural Center, for the pricing, the Ali package that I recommended to you cost $184.95 for adult, and $147.96 for kids from 4 to 11. And if you book it in advance, it is a 10% discount. I will add the direct link in the description, or you can always find it on our website as well.
Okay, fantastic. So the next one we're going to be bringing in for you guys is Sea Life Park. That's really cool there as well.
It's located on southeast side of the island, about 30 minutes away from Honolulu. It depends on traffic, could be an hour if it's heavy traffic. But it's a really fun place for adults as well. You do have to pay separately for parking. I think it's $5. And when we went, it was cash only. So make sure you have some cash with you.
For adults, it was they have it on the website as $39.99 for adults, and for kids, it's $34.99.
What I like about Sea Life Park is that they also offer interactive programs and shows. So be sure to come early so you don't miss any of the shows. The Sea Lion show is amazing.
Really cool.
The Sea Lions, they're doing such a great job. It's really cool that you can actually get to interact and bird feeding for free.
That was the best.
Sea Life Park is the only place where you can touch a Hawaiian green sea turtle without paying the fine for it. So It is legal. That's the only place, and without getting any diseases, because they are turtles. They take such a good care of them, and you us believe that they're in good health. You get to feed little fishes, so it's a lot of fun. And they also have dolphin shows.
Of course, a lot of dolphins are there, and the dolphins are doing the tricks and all that as well. I want to go back to the pricing. I made a mistake. So it's $39 per person, and that price is just standard for 3 years and over. So if you're under 3 years, it's free. If you have little babies or what have you, they're free. Anyone over 3 years old, that's $39, $40.
And you can see they have encounter programs with dolphins. They have different type of programs. You can just sit like this person is just sitting with the trainer and they encounter without getting inside the water. But they also have a program where you can actually ride a dolphin. We didn't want to ride a dolphin, so we didn't want to do that program. But their dolphin exploration program is $259.99, and it includes admission. What I wanted to do is the sea life encounter, sea lion. Sea lion encounter program. It is $89.99, and it also includes admission. So I think it's a great deal. But when we got there and wanted to book the encounter, they were sold out. So be sure to book in advance. And another bundle that you can have and save money is that if you visit their luau. Their luau is called Kamuana Luau. We have not done it, but we have heard a lot of really good reviews.
If you've done it, make sure you leave a comment in the description and let us know how good or bad that luau is, and were you happy with the luau?
I am sure it's pretty good. And it does include admission to Sea Life Park. The luau is $129.99, and the admission is to Sea Life Park is pretty much $40. So if you combine that would be $90 for a luau, which is a really good deal for a luau. So explore different encounter programs. They also have a reef encounter. So
lots to do there.
Yeah,
definitely.
And we do have links for booking the luau and their programs on our website as well. And appreciate if you use our affiliate links.
Absolutely. Okay, let's keep it moving. Lots to cover. Okay, the next one we are going to be bringing in is the Atlantis submarine. Now, this one is located inside the Hilton Hawaiian Village, right on the beachfront. There is a kiosk there, as you can see in the video, and that's where you would check in. You would buy your tickets online if you want, or you could go to the kiosk. If there's people there, you can purchase your tickets there. Upon purchasing your tickets, you will walk onto the beach, and then you'll see the pier out there. At that pier is where you will check in, based on the time slot that you choose, because you have to choose a time slot and how many people. And then this boat will come in, and they board the boat, and then they take you out about, I want to say about 15-20 minutes out, and then that's where you board the submarine. And it's really cool because the submarine kind of just pops up out of nowhere. So you're going out in the boat, you're like, but yeah, where's the submarine? And they all have it timed so that everything is synced with time. So when the boat is coming out there, the submarine pops up, they lock on together, and you leave the boat that you came on and you walk onto the submarine and you get in the submarine. I know a lot of you guys were asking the question about the submarine, some people are scared to be in the submarine, like, can you breathe in there? Yeah, the submarine is really nice. I didn't know what to expect when I did it, but it is really nice in there, and it is air conditioned. Yes, there's a lot of air flowing. You feel the air flowing throughout the submarine. It's really nice. Yeah, it's really nice. It's spacious. When you get in there, everyone has headsets. So as you can see in the video, there's headsets. So everyone gets a headset, and you put it on, and then you have the crew chief, and she's telling you different things that you're seeing on the left side of the sub or on the right side of the sub. And of course, they turn the sub so everyone gets to see everything. In this video, I didn't show what you would see under there because I don't want to give it away, but it is I believe it's worth it, in my personal opinion. The submarine ride will cost you, what do we have here? It's $143 for adults and $66 for children. So, yeah, $66 for children. Yeah, it's really nice. And the stuff you see down there, you would have no idea that it's not far out neither. But the things that are under there, you'd be like, wow. So definitely, I would suggest if you're on the fence and trying to figure out, should I do it, should I not? Our recommendation is to definitely do it. You and your children will enjoy both. And again,
And the
it's great for
submarine
family.
that you see right now on the video is a premium submarine. They have two types. This one has larger windows, and obviously when you're underwater, you do want to have a larger
Yeah, you don't
window.
want small windows.
And the other submarine is a little bit cheaper.
So in the clip that you're watching right now, do you see? So that's my daughter holding. They pass this around. That clear thing that you're seeing, that is actually the width of the window for the submarine. That's how thick it is. I think the submarine goes down 100 feet, or just about 100 feet. And they kind of just hover down there for a while and take you to all the different places, and then you pop back up. So again, you know, if you're worried about being in a submarine, don't be too concerned. This is like really cool, and you'll feel safe in there. You know, I don't think you'll have any issues. Well, let's hope. Okay, we'll keep it moving again. Let's see what we have next.
We just have a few more.
We got a couple more to go, guys.
And then we'll get to answer your questions.
The next one is Waikiki Aquarium.
It's located obviously right in Waikiki. And the aquarium is small. And you would only need probably about an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
This is a quick one. They do have fun activities for kids, so they teach you how to make like paper origamis and stuff with out of like turtles and different sea animals. So there's classes outside, so it's interactive as well. So it's not just you go in there and you look at the different fishes and sea life, but it's interactive in the fact that they have staff out there on the outside, and you can color and paint and do different activities. I'm not sure if they're still doing that post-COVID, but when we were there, they were activities there, right?
I think Sea Life Park is way more.
Yeah. So the aquarium, it's $12 for adult, and it's $5 for kids 4 to 12, and it's free for children under 3. So again, you know, it's great for the whole family. It gets, yeah, definitely affordable to go out there and have a blast and see all the different sea animals.
You can do the Honolulu Zoo and Waikiki Aquarium all in one.
All in one day, yeah, absolutely. Okay.
If you're not tired from walking at the zoo, because the zoo is a lot of walking.
Yeah, the zoo is a lot of walking, and it more than likely will be hot. So definitely make sure you bring refreshments and everything else, water especially. Okay, so this is the last one now that we have. Yes.
This one will definitely keep you fresh.
Yeah.
Wet and Wild Aqua Park in Hawaii on the west side.
How many of you guys knew that there's actually a water park in Hawaii? Let us know in the comments.
45 minutes away from Honolulu, and we actually have done a live stream from there, which is live from the water park.
Yeah, we have that in the description. And again, this is really cool for the whole family because there's rides for adults, you know, the bigger rides, the tubes. They have tubes that can fit, 4 to 6 people in there. We had a blast when we were there. We went there with Chris and the whole Ohana, and it was great. And again, that's the live stream that we did. The link in the description. The wave pool is awesome. This is like one of the best wave pools I've ever seen in a water park. Like, this wave pool is really cool. Like, it does create some really nice waves. Of course, there's life jackets for kids. It separated all the rides for the older children and adults on one side of the park. And as you move over to the other side of the park, then there's the little teepees, the little kids. They have the little water, splash zones and stuff like that. Yeah, and of course, like I said, they have life vests. So if your child is not a great swimmer, then definitely, they can have a life vest. There's also cabanas, so it's like premium You're gonna go on the premium end where you can have a cabana with your family. It has AC, I believe, right? A refrigerator. You can get their food catered. You can get food catered, so you can have your own little cabana for your family. And that's what we did when we were there. And they rolled out the food. They treated us really nice. The staff there was amazing. So if it's in your budget to get a cabana and you're there with the family, it's perfect because it's hot out there and there's no shade out there. Okay, so either you keep your butt in the water where it's cooler, or a cabana would not be a bad thing to have. So definitely. So I just want to kind of show you. There's the Keiki Cove where they have for the kids the water rides for the kids. It's really cool. It just keeps them cool. I mean, the water probably comes to their ankle at the most that there. So again, it's really, really great for the entire family. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we covered like 18. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, let us know what other topics you would like us to cover. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, please click the like button. And we also have a heart button below this video. If you want to support our channel, we would appreciate that as well. All right, so let's go back to all the comments and say officially hello to everyone.
James is in the building officially.
It's so great to have you all here with us, to be live with you and answer all your questions.
James usually come in around this time. Just when we're about to close the vlog out, he would pop in. And,
today he was actually one of the first ones in the chat room.
Yeah, for sure. It was funny. Aloha, Darlene is here.
Aloha, Darlene. Good to have you.
Brenda says, miss you guys hanging out in Oahu. Miss you too. Awesome.
Thank you.
James said escape room looks like fun. It is. It's a lot of fun. We had a blast there. And we were actually, so we did that one room, what was the name of it again?
Oh, I don't remember.
I forgot the name of the room. But anyway, like I said, they have different rooms. How many rooms? I think like 6 rooms or 5 rooms. Yeah, and we were going to show all 5 rooms, like do a little demo for all 5 rooms, but we were just like, yeah, it just never happened. But we were all supposed to go back and get that done. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. And again, it's right there in Waikiki, so you can pop in and you have nothing to do and have some fun. Okay, where we at here? Hey, little birds are in here. Aloha, nice to see you here again. Just heading to Oahu in January and wanted to do the shark diving, but it looks like it's on the North Shore only. But it was a question that, so yes, it is only on the North Shore. From what I've heard, the North Shore has huge waves during that time. Would it be safe for kiddos? Yes, it's a hit and miss because obviously in wintertime the swells are bigger. So if it's too bad, if it's really bad, they will cancel it. So you would know if you had it booked and you get an email from them or a phone call, then they'll say, yeah, it's canceled because the weather, the waves out there are just too bad.
And also keep in mind that if there are a lot of waves, the boat will be rocking a lot.
Seasickness will be the major culprit. Yeah. I did speak, when we did it, we lucked out because it was calm out there. And what we didn't know is that some people were telling us, yeah, you went when it was nice. I did it and the waves were really bad and the seasickness. So we highly recommend you get, like, what do they call it? Dramamine or whatever it is, or put a patch on, especially for the kids. But if not, I mean, I would definitely give it a go. The only issues you would have besides the rocky waves and feeling seasick, when you're in the cage would probably be bobbing a lot as well. So there's going to be like a lot of splashing. But besides that, I mean, it'd be fine. And there's no reason why on the day you go out, it wouldn't be nice either, just because it's winter as well. So it is a hit and miss, but just know if it's too bad, they will definitely let you know and they will cancel it and you can get it.
And also the earlier you go, the better. So
yes,
you can take 6:30 in the morning to encounter or guys.
Yeah. That's what they recommended to us when we actually did it. They told us take the early boat out. The earlier, the better. Selena says, I recall You're vlogging in the water park in the cabana.
Yes.
Yeah, that was actually a really fun day. I almost lost my drone that day. I lost connection out there. Darlene says your mic is soft. I don't know if her mic is soft or Irina just really talks really soft. It's funny, in one of the videos just recently, someone commented, they said, oh, she should do, what is it called? ASMAR or something like that. I don't know if you guys, yeah, you guys ever see those YouTube videos where the girls have a microphone in front of them and they're like, and they say all these soft things in the microphone, and I guess he found Irina's voice to be really soft, so she was like, oh, you'd be perfect for that. And I had to show her that comment because that was hilarious. I always tell her that, like, her voice is just so soft. But we do probably have to boost her microphone, that give her a little bit more. Andrew says, don't punch the sharks. Yeah, definitely not. You don't even want to put your hand outside the cage, for sure.
Hi, Andrew. Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Beverly's watching from Los Angeles. We had a great time. Awesome. What did you do while you were there? Share. My little bird says, Andrew in the house. I clicked on the wrong thing. Oh, thank you both. Of course, we're counting down on the days. So how long before you actually go? Did you say January? Is it early January, mid-January?
What else do you have?
We hope you don't get rained out. We hope the weather is perfect and you have a wonderful time. I wouldn't be too concerned about it, but it's just one thing to keep in mind that you are going during rainy season. So, you know, be like, oh, Hawaii is so rainy. Why is that? January.
Live stream on the seasons in Hawaii.
When is the perfect time to go to Hawaii? We break down all the months for you so you guys know when is the months that you probably don't want to be going and when is the prime months, I should say. Okay, Darlene is asking, where are you going next?
We are going to go on a Caribbean cruise.
Another cruise. These cruise ships just keep calling us back. I didn't expect to be going on so many cruises, especially the last one we were in Alaska. And that's another thing. So the next Alaska video is going to be coming out Monday or Tuesday. So you guys will see that and a review of the ship and everything else. Really nice ship. We liked it. Yeah, we're going on another cruise. Where to? You see that, right? She's like, we'll see. But yes, so probably another cruise on the itinerary. So we really want to go to the ABC Islands. But we'll see. And we really want to take a transatlantic cruise back to Europe. But we'll see.
Yeah, we book very last minute, like 2 days before sailing. So you'll be the first to know.
Yeah, definitely. Once we make those arrangements, yeah, definitely.
She loves our background music.
Awesome.
How's the volume on the music?
Yeah,
okay,
I forgot to ask about that. So we added the background music, and I was wondering because I haven't figured out how to test what you guys are actually hearing. And I'm like, I wonder if it's actually too loud and it's drowning us out, or if it's so low that no one can even hear it. So I said, I'll just put it on, I'll set the volume, and I'll see what happens. So I'm glad you were able to pick it up. Oh, and she said, anytime you go to Hawaii, it's perfect.
Yes. Doing this Hawaii lives, we really do miss Hawaii. I think that all our Hawaii footage makes us.
Oh, Andrew says the background music is pretty loud. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, how about, so I could do this in real time. So I'm going to lower it. I know there's going to be a delay from when I ask you to when you answer. So right now, the background music is at 40. So I'm going to bring it to 30. I'm going to do it in increments of 10. So I just changed it. So let us know. I changed it. It is now 30. So let us know if the music. I don't want it to conflict with what we're saying. I just want it to be just nice in the background.
Thanks, Andrew. You made us talk for over 50 minutes. And the background music
You're like,
is pretty loud.
what is this? What's this music coming from, guys? It's like, yo, see, we got to get this all right. We need your
that was Darlene too.
Darlene, yeah, it's a little loud. Man, we could have fixed this a long time ago. Bring it down again. All right, we're getting somewhere now. Okay, let's go back in. I'll bring it all the way down. We're going to 20. We're at 20 now. Okay, let's see, guys. Let us know. We're going to get this right now. At least the next one's going to be good.
Andrew, it says 30 seems decent.
25 to 30 seems decent. Okay, we're working on this. Darlene says it's still loud. So, wait, one person says it's great. Okay, now I'm like, okay, which is it? Okay, let's see. So what did I say? Where are we? So, okay, we're at 20. So I'll do it this way. I'll put it at 15 and it should be just perfect. So now it's at 15 and I brought it down from the great to the sounds good. Okay, 20. Okay, it's at 20. I mean at 15. 15 it is.
How about Metallica?
They'll be like, no, 15 is too low. We can't hear it.
Andrew says, how about Metallica background music?
Then I'll get copyright strikes. Unless you have some pull with Metallica and we could get some of their music and not get copywritten.
I like 20.
Okay, we're going back up to 20. All right, 20 it is. 15 is too low. We're going to go back to 20. All right, here we go. There we go, 20. 20 it is. Thank you guys so much for this. This makes a world of a difference. He's trying to confuse us.
20 is so loud.
All right, this is good. All right. So let us know if you guys have any other questions. I finally nailed that because once you set it once, I never have to go in and set it again when we live stream. It'll always be that level. So I thank you guys so much for 20 it is. I don't want to blow no one's ear out. That's the last thing I want to do.
All right, so we are almost an hour in.
Yes, we made an hour.
For joining. We hope all these tips help you plan your perfect Hawaii vacation. Hawaii is such a family place, and of course, families always looking for things to do with kids, always looking to entertain kids.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we hope this list will make a difference in your Hawaii vacation.
Now, as you can see, we did have video footage of pretty much everything we spoke about. And that is because we did have plans to produce this series of things to do with, family-oriented things to do with kids coming to Hawaii. If you guys would like to see videos more extensively on these things, so basically we just touched on the topics, but we filmed so much content on each and everything we spoke about today. And if there's something you really want to know more information about, again, we had constructed everything to make these actually individual vlogs. So this was equivalent to about 18 vlogs, like full on 20-minute vlogs. That's how much material we have. So if you guys are interested in that, let us know in the comment and we can see what we do because we have the footage. But we just figured, hey, we'll go live and we'll just pull them all together and just make it like one big video. Cool.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you next Saturday.
Yes. And I don't know what next week's topic is going to be. But again, like Irina said, if you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like to know about Hawaii, drop it in the comment and we'll pull it together and you guys will know roughly Thursday, Friday, you'll see what the outcome will be, or I'll put something in the community tab. You guys can always check there on our channel. And that's why I usually do polls and then, you guys vote on what you want and then we try to produce that content. So we thank you guys so much for joining us. We love you guys and we always enjoy having you here and coming live. And we try to do it every week. But when we were traveling, of course, it was hard to do it. But now that we're here in New York, we're able to kind of get these lives in for as long as we're here. Because once we get on the cruise ship, you know what happens then. So we will see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Cheers.